Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Burst of 5, our GGXrd all-skill exhibition series. Today we have 6 sets for you. We have Faye versus Program 9, Bea versus Gekiko, Large Lad versus Jujuno Kaisen, Porkchop versus me, Junk Lion, Naldino Osnan versus Tatse, and Crisis Core versus Dirt. I'm joined today on commentary by Yucker. How's it going?
Yes, Yuckers indeed. I am here back on the mic, as much more comfortable place to be, where I get to loom over and observe other people's play instead of actually being in the trenches myself. So it's nice, it's cozy here. I like this seat. It's cushy.
Oh, yeah. You were fighting for your life in the bracket.
If I speak. If I speak.
Yes. Let me set the stream here.
up first, like you mentioned, we have Faye versus Program 9, which is, I think both are on the, there's some more of our, what's a nice way to put this? Can't find the words for it, but it's like they're on the beginning of their journey, and they're they're good aspirants towards the Xrd grind. Like, they have a good aptitude to ask questions, to try and push for a little more each time. Last time we saw Faye play, she tried to go for a more aggressive approach on Elfelt, but was a little lacking on the Pineberry usage in between her pressure and such. But seeing her play in some of these casual sets that they run on the server, as well as other events, that has been incorporated a lot more. As well as for Program 9, we got Zri coming in to drop nuggets of knowledge on how to improve on the Mei.
Yeah, Faye has been playing every day with Bea. And it's always extremely close. Yeah, I mean, you're seeing this. Look at that combo.
Yeah, immediately a perfectly timed Pineberry pickup, goes safely into the shotgun stance. There goes wall splat, quick reloads, very nicely done. And immediately the Pineberry Oki, you just gotta respect that, as Program 9 is just getting absolutely blasted against his wall.
Last chance this round, wasn't able to cancel the run in time. Good on him not bursting during shotgun pressure.
There is that aspect, like shotgun pressure is generally very safe against bursts, but there's an aspect of it that you as the Elfelt player do have to hard call it out. But my goodness, these combos are on point. Immediately sets up the perfect grenade. There's the explosion, sets up very nicely into the shotgun stance, but the mash attempt on this CQC, very nicely done by 9.
Yeah, kind of essential to be able to mash on the command grab once he goes for it.
But of course, it's a very dangerous RPS, because one moment she might go for the command grab, the other moment she's going for a charged shotgun shot.
Yeah, really, really horrible mix. It's like Soul's mix tuned up to 12.
Yeah, I think what I really like seeing from Faye is she's very proactive. Before, it was a lot of backing away, trying to find a moment to breathe here, but no, just shotgun stance, shotgun S, shoot the gun, reload, just always pressing something, trying to go see if the opponent knows how to deal with this stats, because that's exactly how you play with it.
She's progressed very well, leveraging her character's strengths very, very well now. The unblockable into the Pineberry.
Totsugeki flies into the gunshots, unfortunately. Big counter hit, can't quite get a pickup just yet, but still able to
counter hit
9
confirms.
in the corner.
Beside.
Unfortunately, Totsugeki not quite connecting there, and immediately swapping sides. There is Faye with the tick throw, very nice.
And back into the prison. Nice combo.
Very nice with the reloads, using the shotgun P to just kill time for that Pineberry explosion. Excellent stuff. This corner pressure is locked in.
Yeah, Faye has kind of realized that 9 doesn't really know how to deal with the shotgun pressure, so it's just running it all the way.
Which, you know, it's going to be quite the task for 9, of course. Everybody knows the infamous document of, well, more so an entire document dedicated to dealing with shotgun pressure from Elfelt.
I think there's even 2.
Yeah, it's a crazy world out there. How good just this stance in itself is, it's a whole other character.
He's advancing with the 6P right now, menacing.
Be careful here. Should be FDing these, don't want to hold too much chip damage. RC, keep the pressure going. Tries to challenge, unfortunately slightly too far away. Faye does get the punish. Pineberry step into the corner, has to respect it. No shotgun pull, but still clean jump in. Baits the burst by standing away perfectly. And shotgun shot. It is Faye taking game number 2.
I appreciate 9's restraint on not mashing, but choosing great places to mash to get out of the shotgun pressure.
Yeah, trying to go for a more informed style of mashing instead of just let's just let the buttons rock.
Yeah, very easy way to get killed versus Elfelt.
Certainly. Trying to escape this corner. Big Bun does connect. Unfortunately, no pickup just yet. And immediately Faye getting the next couple counter hits. Sets up for the quick Pine Berry. Trying to go for that shotgun as anti-air. Flying a little too fast here.
The corner. Ember kind of bouncing away, giving Program 9 a chance to get out, but Sniper YRC putting him right back in there. There's a blitz.
Oopsie there, but we're doing okay. 2S gets right under the beach ball. RC get the pressure going. Nice tick throw. Faye is just on a hot streak at the moment, not giving a single round to 9.
That close slash actually anti-airing Mei J2H. Sights never seen before.
I will never not be surprised when close slash from LFL just anti-airs anything.
True. If you're at home, go on the Dust Loop right now and look up the hitbox on LFL's close slash.
It's a work of art. Technically no upper body invuln, but hey, that beats having to press a forward input to anti-air them. You can just hold back and press that close slash. Oh, big run up. Just go for a quick... Oh. Spectator bug?
Awesome. Awesome timing on that one.
Yeah, well...
Xrd moment.
It was in fact the end of the round, so that is the third game going to Faye. So
the game crashing right at the end of the round is awesome.
Yeah. Good timing there from 9. I appreciate it. The artistry behind that.
I imagine that LFL probably has an easier time anti-airing Mei than most other characters, just because of the close S.
Yeah, especially if like Mei's directly above you is the thing. But I think what largely I mentioned, it being a proximity based anti-air can like mess you up if your timing is a little off, where instead of getting close slash you get far slash, and then you eat a big anchor to the face, and that's not a good way to start your rounds.
Back into it, 3-0 for Faye.
Oh, very nice conversion.
Yeah, just immediately converting the anti-air. Awesome.
Yeah, this
Really,
corner
really
Pine
good
Berry
stuff.
needs a little work on, because unfortunately she jumps in, kind of just throws it away. But 9 completely respecting any and all jump ins that Faye is performing, which means that it doesn't matter where the Pine Berry goes, because look at all this damage.
Even through Mei's very strong guts, that's so much damage. And this should be enough to kill if she can finish the combo, I imagine. Didn't use any
like
meter.
a YRC. Yeah, like YRC could have tried to use a meter, maybe go into the super for the kill, but yeah, good use. YRC slows down the time, quick time stone action, right? Chasing down with the reticle.
She's really good at using that sniper, I think.
Oh, could have been massive damage.
The grenade saving her from eating a stronger combo.
I like that they've updated that on the Dust Loop. It no longer says like a weakness Alpha can blow herself up with the grenade. There's an asterisk now attached to it.
Yeah, not actually a weakness at all.
Yeah, it's like in some situations this is works to LFL's benefit.
Ooh, big trade. And if
I have the chance here.
Yeah. Ooh.
Good knockdown. So it's a Pine Berry. I don't think 9 realizes you just have to block that. Like you could try to blitz it if she gets close enough, but a little sus. And yeah, again,
Nice
the perfect
relaunch.
timing.
4-0 for Faye here.
Faye looking really wonderfully on point now. Like that from I think it's been a matter of 2 weeks since she last played, and it's a stark difference compared to the last Burst of 5.
Yeah, I mean, even for only having been playing for about 2 months or so, this is really strong progress.
Does Faye have other experience in different fighting games?
Yes, she's played a lot of Plus R, I think, and she plays a lot of VSAV.
Yes. So definitely fundamentals to learn fighting games are there.
Definitely.
Whereas I think this might be Nine's like first foray into taking this pretty seriously.
I'm not entirely sure what he's played in the past, to be honest, but
Right.
you know, he's in RRC every week.
True. Definitely trying to make it work. Oof, the Iron Bear explosion into the sniper shot to finish it off for Faye, putting her on set point. Oof.
Back in the corner, just going to have to block all of this. It just chose a little bit too early to mash.
Oh my god, just look at the shotgun stance damage.
That's a lot of
Nice and
damage.
Yeah, I love shotgun stance RPS.
RPS where she actually just has a gun.
Literally.
Oh, the air attack getting caught by the Pineberry. That'll do it.
Yeah, definitely playing against a character like Elfeld immediately raises the concern of like, hey, we need to get these IBs down
Yes.
yesterday.
Yes, against anybody who knows how to use shotgun stunts, you definitely need to be able to IB it and then choose your place to mash.
Exactly. If you have a slightly lengthy backdash, that also helps to kind of avoid a whole shotgun shot. I've like Sin has a pretty decent chance to just be able to backdash an entire shotgun blast and then get a punish. But
Potemkin probably actually has an easier time dealing with it than most other characters.
I just wonder if Potemkin's backdash isn't too long is the issue. Like Sin's backdash is a little lengthier than most, but not like Potemkin long. So I feel like he has the sweet spot. It's shorter than Sin's. Distance-wise or like timing?
Timing.
Oh, okay. Thought it was a little longer. Oh, my fault. I'm a spreader of misinformation, it would seem. Okay. Yeah. Before we go into the next set for Faye, I think definitely everything looking really stellar. It's going to be a question of how to utilize Pineberry in the corner for the future. But up next we got Gekiko versus Baya, sorry. Another Elfeld gamer.
You got it right the first time.
Oh, Baya, my fault.
I'm interested to see how this goes because Gekiko is a returning player, having played XrD a bit in the past. Grambly versus player turned commentator, now throwing her hat in the XrD ring again. But Bea obviously has been playing against Elfeld every day for God knows how many weeks now.
Yeah, I mean, that's really good for learning how to deal with a character, but the issue here that might present itself is that was Faye Elfeld. Now we're facing off against Kiko Elfeld, which is a question of how differently do they like to play this character and what options do they present?
Yeah, characters can play very, very differently in this game depending on who's piloting them.
Early burst, trying to get over that. Ooh, let's go. A lot of trading so far, but comfortably towards the favor of Bear.
Yeah, Bear's got a great situation here now.
Yeah, trying to hard call out at air dash, I believe, but fortunately not quite getting the entry. 2HS, no tech, going to be piling up a bit of damage. No major hits as of yet, just 2-hit combos, but there's the IC. Bear finally wanting a little more damage.
Unfortunately, getting put back in the corner. See the Pineberry saving her.
It was a standing far slide. Hits that, I don't know, might be. I think it, depending on the distance, that kind of sets up easier for Kai to get that VHS.
Yeah, I think you have to be ready for it though. We're trying to rebuy pressure with the dash in, but nothing doing.
Ooh, big far slash.
Nice.
Burst out of Gekiko.
Can be kind of scary to burst in that situation, but find the right place to do it.
Oh, devious.
Bea got the dash stun edge as well. which can be a little tricky to do sometimes, getting a DP.
Yeah, I think my only critique is that Bea still likes to go for /3HS just a lot, and sometimes you know it does lead very nicely into things like your special cancels, and other times you know clean whiffs like that. Or early bursts. As somebody, Gekiko understands that one of the strengths of Kai, of course, is those grinder seals in the corner, and doesn't want to hold that. Spaced away from the punish. Ooh, you hate to see it.
Ooh, whiff, unfortunately, but.
Ooh. In the corner, unfortunately, shotgun not quite reaching. RC to keep the pressure going. 2HS, nice chance, but unfortunately drops the combo on the sweep.
Gekiko liking to take a shotgun out mid-screen. I think that's a little bit different than how Faye likes to play.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of knockdowns from Faye to shotgun stance. Gekiko willing to use a little bit more of the frame trap aspect of this character to try and sort of mix up on the will she, won't she.
Nice, using the 6P to get the overhead. Oh no.
Rare interaction you don't see. Oh. No!
Oh no! Go! Who won? Oh, Gekiko won. Just
pixel.
Barely. Run on the board for her.
Something important to remember about Elfelt JD is that it doesn't hit crouchers, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not programmed to hit crouchers.
Interesting.
Additionally, when Elfelts do YRC the move, it gets a downwards, additional downwards hurt box where it can finally hit crouchers, but it becomes a mid. Kind of, I think it becoming mid is a general YRC gimmick.
Yeah, Baiken and Ino's 5D, which you see used with YRC sometimes, I think they both become mids also.
There we go, good momentum for Gekiko, has Bea locked in the corner, but there's the mash out. Good chunk of meat on both sides, and the reversal is baited. Big counted punish. Doesn't quite get the link. Maybe Secret Edge attempt there, but PRC keeps the pressure going on here against Gekiko, and there is the Greed Seva.
Greed Seva is neutral.
It's unblockable.
Ooh, actually beating out the Pineberry there with the stun dipper.
Yeah. I understand what Gekiko is going for, right? Like a slight more delay on when you throw the Pineberry on the air dash, and you, like it happens to throw right into them blocking, but a little too early and it flies right over their head.
Yeah, it's definitely a very, very strong option if you have the timing going. Going in, wanted the command grab, but they're already in the air.
Very nice, good damage, good life lead here for Bea. Gekiko not going to be recovering that burst in time, and that's another game going to Bea. I think I actually to add to the Pineberry jump in, it's in addition to the general Elfeld style of going for frame traps as well as will she won't she mix ups. In this case, typically, like even it's the same thing as the JD. In theory, it's like, oh yeah, this doesn't hit crouchers, but you know she has plenty of other buttons that do hit crouchers and are high block.
Lots of options for Elfeld to vary up her pressure and jumpings, etc.
Nice, good little bit of footsies, big starter here, but unfortunately doesn't get the full pickup, but a lot of damage so far on the side for Bea.
Throw into the Oki. Yeah, goes for anti-low. True 50-50 between that and the late air dash JS.
I classique.
Bea was talking recently about struggling to do the late air dash JS, which is why we saw empty jump mid from them on the Oki sometimes.
Yeah, fair. That does explain a lot there, but hey, gold burst, so a full stick of butter to play with here, JD. Getting that fat count hit, but going straight into RTL, that's going to be a nice little punish.
Bea has been a lot more restrained with their wake up RTLs lately, which makes it a lot more effective when they do choose to finally go for it.
It's always a journey. These cool reversal options. Wow, it gets them right off my pressure. Oh heavens, they blocked one.
Yeah.
What is this damage? Oh, nice. Getting that counter hit confirm on that 2HS. Throw the Pine Berry up. Fortunately, nowhere near to actually be functional. Good challenge there from Bea. Gets that knockdown. Slight life lead, but gets thrown back.
Really good wake up throw there. Ooh. Ooh, could have actually punished that burst, but nothing doing. I wonder if she could have continued that combo there if she just let it go into the Pine Berry.
Yeah, certainly.
Nice.
Oh, but just letting the 2HS rock.
She says that that button is too hard to not press. Ooh, nice 6P.
On edge. Oh, quick pickup. Unfortunately, no further knockdown, but hey, piling up damage, always good. Nice far slash. There's 3HS, but no pickup furthermore. Bea having a little bit of a hard time here, extending the damage past 2 hits.
Loop here. Maybe wanted to get the air tech, but nobody home.
Actually, I haven't seen Gekiko leverage the shotgun stance all too much. It's really been trying to play around Pine Berry and snipers as well as just Elfeld's normals in general.
Seems happier to hang back a little bit. Burst riffs, unfortunate. Nice air throw. Really, really good.
Yeah, big snatch here. Shobu desu.
I'm wondering how much of her not using the shotgun sense is just maybe not her being used to using it yet.
Yeah, there's definitely that barrier of entry there when you don't quite have the reload timings down to be willing to actually let that button rock and then try to go for it.
I imagine it'll be something she'll want to start working on quite soon. Let's push back to the corner here though, turning to a little bit of zoning here now. Ooh, wanted to go in with the shotgun, but Bea just interrupting there.
And big stun dippers. Oh!
Get that shit out of here.
Nice. Okay, good reload, but immediately the challenge on the CQC.
Rachel really wants that command grab, but Bea is just so good at challenging it. Oh, couldn't quite confirm that, unfortunately.
Yeah, far slash into 2HS, unfortunately crouch only, or counter hit confirm. Something to be mindful, of course.
Nice confirm from Bea, converting into the Gudoki. Getting the mix.
Very nice.
Yeah. Really, really important to have that down as a Kai player.
And especially if you're wire seeing grinders, just set up for absolutely demonic 50-50s, especially because you have a standing low. No, kind of looped the vapor thrust, but still able to keep up the pressure here. Fakes out a tick throw, gets that close slash, chasing down Gekiko towards the corner. She does get the mash out. There's the crouch confirmed 2HS. Pine Berry set up, but I've had enough vapor thrust.
Yeah, really, really good time to DP. Kind of scary with Kai's DP because it is very low profilable.
Big numbers. There's the grinder. YLC was the mix. Ooh, good blocks.
Able to block. Answering back with her own stun dipper and 2H. You're in the corner.
Very nice. I like seeing things like 2HS being used, and earlier that interaction of 6B hitting Pine Berry from behind, sending it the wrong way.
Bea's doing a really, really good job here of batting the Pine Berry away.
No coaching. You can choose to wire seed that setup or not. It's more like, do you like infinite time or less time? Nice. You see, straight into the combo. Perfect setup. Wall splat.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, now they got these down.
Love to see it. Ooh, going for the frame trap.
Okay, so good life lead here for Gekiko. Now the question is, can she leverage it? There throws out the Pine Berry, but immediately the charge in from Bea. Does go for the OTG burst. Wants to try and win this first round. Likes this momentum that they've cultivated for themselves. So wants to keep it going. Staying a little bit out of range. Tries to anti-air. No avail.
Really, really good situation for Gekiko here now, but Bea just gets out of it with the DP. Now we're into the Kudoki. Ooh, recognizes that it wasn't going to hit media and correctly jumps out. Really good.
Trying to chase down, but let's be careful here because Gekiko is the one that is on the life deficit. So the onus is on her to approach. There's the burst.
Ooh, hero bursting.
Yeah, I just realized that. I thought it was like maybe the set point, but that's what it is now.
Unfortunate.
Good poke so far. Nice XP here. Calling out the instant air dash, but still Gekiko getting the run in. Nice IB, generating a bit of that positive tension pulse. He sends him rocketing to the ground. There is a meaty vapor, or like a late vapor thrust hit.
She so clearly wanted to bait the DP, but pressed a little bit too early.
Ooh, re-jumps. That's Stun Dipper, very nice. YRC, and there's the standing
Anti-low.
low. Do we have enough damage? Okay, one knockdown. YRC again. What's the mix? Okay, good blocks. I'm a fan of that burst, right? You don't need to be in the corner against Elfeld longer than you have to.
Definitely not. One of the worst characters to be stuck in the corner against, for sure.
Absolutely. Oh, nice Stun Dipper. We're chipping away here. He's going to be using the burst on block. Try to find an opening, but there's a danger warning, and the 2HS barely just clipping for the kill here. Bea taking it 5-0 over Gekiko.
5-0, but Gekiko looked good for the amount of time she's been playing.
Yeah, definitely. I think I was a little concerned to begin with, but then some actions here and there did prove indeed that there is a rusty Elfeld underneath all that. Especially that corner combo was very, very well done indeed. Round of applause.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see how she develops.
Now, going into a little higher on the experience angle, we have Jujuno Kaisen versus Large Lad here. So Battle of the Chips, which finally likes not putting Chip against a character that vaporizes it at one touch. Amazing.
I think this set is going to be over in like 10 minutes either way.
You know what? I think what's going to be funny is that Chip is going to finally do sort of regular amounts of damage, because in a lot of hits that he does acquire, he keeps the combos pretty concise. But it's, you know, more so catered around the fact that Chip has a very easy time consistently opening you up.
And he has the option to Guts Crush really hard if he needs to. Yeah, this is more or less how I expected it to go. Just teleporting all over the screen.
Absolutely, but I think this is definitely one of those matchups of like who gets the pressure started. It's very difficult for the other one to get out. But unlike a lot of matchups in Xrd, Chip does have the tools to deal with Chip. The tools called Beta Blade.
Yes.
Oh,
This should be enough. Yeah.
I think as a fellow Chip player, you should be knowing that Gamma Blade is plus on block even without the YRC. Yeah, very nice. Good use of the FDC air break. The mix. Yeah, good crosscut Beta Blade. Oh no! Just a little too early, but still able to keep the pressure going. Watch that, opting to jump out. Both them trading positions, constantly teleporting left and right. They're looking like a Dragon Ball Z fight.
Yeah. They've got that Vanish on deck.
Oh my goodness,
wanted to go for a throw, I think. But didn't know
just
S.
like run away into mid-screen, but there it is, the invisibility. Quick bait
no.
on the burst, and there is the... I doesn't even need to Guts Crush, shut up. But the first game goes to Large Lad.
Very footsies-based matchup.
2S anti-air? Sure.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Whoa! Alpha Blade going through the burst.
Yeah, Alpha Blade does low profile pretty nicely sometimes, but there we go. Not paying attention to the particles of the command grab, and already on a terrible back foot here. Juno Kaisen having a hard time getting out of this blender. And Large Lad now setting up for the Guts Crush will claim another round to his name.
Unburstable, by the way.
Nice, a bit of stagger pressure, nice blocks from Jujuno, but yeah, that kick, always difficult to deal with. I believe the answer is just try and go up and air throw him out of it.
Ooh, great counter hit confirm. Look at all this.
Yes.
Oh, it doesn't get the chance to
in.
burst. So unfortunate.
And the burst just taunting you there. You wish you had this earlier, but Large Lad absolutely on a hot streak. Jujuno Kaisen doesn't know what to make of left or right here.
I think what you have to make of it is a thing called an option select.
Ooh. Hate those. It's stinky. Ew.
Unless you're fighting against Chip, in which
so-
case they're your best friend. Oh my god.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Awesome Gamma Blade interaction.
If you input burst during the RC on a Gamma Blade, it'll freeze you before the burst comes out for about 5 times longer than usual.
Yep. I think Chip can whip like 5 buttons into you before you burst out. Like 5 punches or like close slashes and whatever. There we go. Jujuno Kaisen, signs of life. Excellent anti-air. Immediately has that jump cancel installed, ready to go. There's the Alpha Blade.
50%.
Yeah, 50%. I mean, Chip actually goes damage
Nice.
here, and there's the blitz. Finally, our first blitz of this evening.
Why is it plus? Who let him have
Needs
that?
it.
Nice. Nice confirm.
Oh,
Oh, I really like the idea there.
wow,
Oh no,
Twitch
couldn't confirm,
X.
but gets it anyway. This is
Jujuno Kaisen.
this is going so fast.
If not fast in the damage department, it's fast in the movement and mix-up options they're throwing out against each
Definitely.
other.
Can't follow them with my eyes.
Actual Dragon Ball moment. They're too fast. Vegeta, can you keep up?
Nice, yeah, gotta burst that. Big starter.
Nice blitz. And a bit of patience there from Large Lad too, possibly trying to see if maybe a burst will come out.
You know, being nice and disciplined with the burst here. Super? Yeah.
Knockdown, invisibility, what's the mix?
Nice.
Good blocks. I'm told he didn't. And now it's Jujuno Kaisen's turn for the Guts Crush. That
No!
goes, but no, it misses. And there's a clash.
Yes, dude! This game sucks, let's go!
I don't even know where to look.
Yeah, like 6 things happened in the span of like 2 seconds.
For real, but oh my god,
Awesome,
look at
that's
this
so
damage.
much damage. Big combo here. Oh, you villain! Didn't get the
Not with
combo
the
after.
particles.
Nice.
Oh no! I love that. Air backdash, Large Lad panicking, whipping all kinds of buttons, and that is the set tied up. So I believe Jujuno Kaisen has found their footing.
Yeah, both looking really, really strong here. The meaty DP on the tech there, working on.
Yeah. Trying to get that air throw going off of the jump over from the Gamma Blade, but a little bit of stagger pressure, trying to slowly find openings here to close out this life deficit, and that starter will do it for sure. Burst out there from Jujuno.
Yeah, kind of have to burst on that. Going for the mix off the Rekka. Really great defense here from Large Lad.
Yeah, finally deciding to call out. Both of them teleporting away from each other, but it's Large Lad that comes out on top. Great beat combo, still gets a knockdown. Not something that Juno likes to see. Air throw, bring it back to the ground. FTC break, Alpha Blade. Alpha Blade? All right.
We'll need one more touch here. Ooh! Choosing the DP the right way.
Oh, nice IB immediately into the challenge. There's the Gamma Blade connecting. Jump install complete, but I'm not bursting out before too much damage is taken.
He got the burst and used it frame 1.
I respect
He was
it.
mashing it.
Let me out, but Juno has other plans. Just the knockdown wants to mix. Fortunately, kind of messes it up, but there's the punish. Side swap as well. Gonna be pushed down into the corner. Maybe quick mid-screen pickup. Yep.
I think the first time the overhead has been used this set and just immediate correct response to it. Oh, nice throw! You know, holding on to the burst.
God, he's whipping in the burst bait.
Yeah, how long
nicely
too
done.
long?
Yeah, I think Juno was kind of caught between a rock and a hard place, right? It was a damned if you do, damned if you don't type of burst where final hits, you might as well bait it out.
Yeah, right.
Gamma Blade still able to come out in time to catch the Alpha Blade here. The 2HS on the air Alpha Blade, and that's going to be the burst. That was going to be massive damage if Juno held that.
Oh my god. Really good punish
Very
too.
good.
Chip burst is surprisingly hard to punish because he's invisible.
Yeah, I was about to say, so good to see that that is something that Juno is very familiar with their own character at least.
Yes. One more hit here. Nice block.
Ooh. Oh, very nicely done. The YRC there. And actually, it caught the startup of Juno's own rapid Roman cancel attempt.
I love to see a Ron start trade on the same button.
It's a beauty of the mirror. Oh no! Using the same button to whiff punish. You hate to see it.
Baiting on the DP there, but nothing comes, and then coming back in with the Alpha Blade.
Oh, good block on that cross up there. Too late, too late.
Ooh!
It clutched.
Cancel the clash in the 6P and gets blocked.
I'm so amazed that Large Light was ready to clash cancel that, because my brain is thinking like, if I get this beta blade out, it should function like a DP surely.
Yeah, I don't need to cancel these into anything.
Yeah. But I think at this point, Large Light might be so prepared for it happening constantly that he just goes like, all right, DP into 6P. We just have to.
IVV.
Good burst, but oh, the 2P whiff punish with the 2S. Oh. Put in the corner again. There's a good chunk of meter to play here from Juno. He immediately uses to blitz. Very nice. Look at the meter still. Gets that knockdown thanks to the kunais.
Oh! Sounds like, yeah! No!
No, 2Ps!
Gamma
And then the
OTG.
OTG Gamma Blade, Large Lad taking a 4th game to his name.
Oh, man. This is an evil mirror, man.
It is. This is constantly teleporting all over the place, calling out each other's options, suffering to the same mix-ups.
He cancelled it into DP.
I respect that, you know. Just nothing like a clash cancel war of just doing the DP 10 billion times over.
Yeah, building 100 meter in about five clashes. What a grab!
Absolutely snatched. Oh! that DP has been consistently clashing on jump-ins.
Large Lad on set point now, I believe.
I have to admire the constraint from both players to not put a fist-shaped hole through their monitor.
They're probably having the time of their lives.
Oh! Went for an optimal confirm there, but that's the burst from Jujuno.
Nice cross-cut 6P.
I'm gonna deny the set win here off of Large Lad.
Still alive here. Great that angle. Oh no, what an unfortunate grab. Nice smash, but couldn't
Challenge
finish it up.
5K just all over the place, but trolled a little too close to the sun here, and now we're gonna
this should
get
be
guts
it,
crushed
yeah.
into a set win for Large Lad.
Goodness.
Whew.
What a set.
Yeah. I hope that was a good mental warm-up because you're up next.
I am, yes.
Can you match the showmanship we just saw?
Can you keep up?
Can you keep up?
Alright. And pork chop.
Well, how are you gonna do this? Are you gonna commentate your own set?
Yeah, I'm gonna commentate my own set. I'm not gonna
I forget
live
you
up
could
to the
disassociate like
standards
that.
of. I'm not gonna be able to do it as good as Daisy does, but I'm gonna try.
Oh yeah, it was Daisy, my fault. Yeah, Daisy has this incredible ability to disassociate from herself playing and then observing it from a commentator's seat.
Yeah, I've got something to aspire to here. I haven't been playing either, so I'm handicapped on two ends here.
Yeah.
Going for a defensive approach to begin with. Both players are.
Jumping straight into a dumb flame, unadvisable, but not ready for these Azamis. Your turns aren't always yours.
Trying to mash on the JH, even though it's usually plus. Great YRC there to punish the Grand Viper. Pork Chop looks like she's not used to dealing with Azami. Should be enough to kill.
Yeah. Dealing with Azami is very tricky in general because it's such a departure from the norm of like, oh, I got the knockdown, it should be my turn, but now you have to kind of second guess it because this character has a one button DP effectively.
Second hit catches Pork Chop there.
Careful approach, using E-breaks to make sure, trading in, but slight life deficit for Junk Lion.
Getting in with the tatami there. Immediate burst, has to burst that, otherwise it'll be a big starter. Weird trade, gets Junk Lion a combo, that's okay.
Very nice. Tommy hitting meaty. There's the knockdown. What's the mix? Careful patience there from Pork Chop. Wire RC, and there's the DP denying the momentum, but gets snatched out. Back to the not the Tommy. But textbook punish on the. I think if Junk Lion waited a little bit on the what? All right.
Yeah, her JK has a cross-up hitbox.
Amazing. Yeah, I think if you waited a little bit there on the burst, on the Ground Viper, you would have gotten a you got a clean punish.
Yeah, it looked like Junk Lion was trying to punish the Ground Viper with the burst there, which is something you can do.
Yeah, just wait a bit, just right about when they would start doing the DP portion of it, the burst and the DP and Vuln part of it will interact in such a way that they just glide through and, well, you're home free to get the punish afterwards.
Got the fuzzy there into the burst speed.
Gun Flame RC, pressure going. Gets the re-engage with the Bandit Revolver, trying to get the air dash in, but an excellent air-to-air there from Junk Lion. Sets up for the pressure nicely, and there's the instant overhead. Very difficult to deal with.
Going for the safe jump there with the Tatami Yoki.
It's an overhead from Bike, and something you always have to keep your eyes hold out for. That 50 meter means there's an option they could now represent for an actual conversion. Careful patience approach, trying to get to 6 speed, but Pork Chop with the air stall, constantly late double jumping, but still not able to get a big starter just yet. Using the Volcanic Viper to get through the pressure. Quick challenge from both sides. Both players kind of just chipping away at each other's health. Run under, but there's finally a big starter. Nice punish. 50 meter to both players' names. How will it go down? Red RC to keep the pressure going. Burst is available. Volcanic Viper whiffs. No burst bait, but does go for the air zombie on the Volcanic Viper air challenge. There is the dragon install, and you just get snatched.
Holding the Azami there for way longer than is advisable, but it works out.
Yeah, so far, no response from Pork Chop has appropriately dealt with the Azami, so definitely a longer hold is possible.
Sol has actually quite an easier time dealing with it than most other characters because of 2D. Can just go right under the S follow-up and the P follow-up.
Amazing. Just what Viking players like to hear.
Good fuzzy jump there from Junk Lion. Ooh, Imisimbu on the wild throw has to RC to keep himself safe. Oh, unfortunate. Trying to 2D under the tatami, but doesn't work out.
I do see consistently pressure being started with 2P from Pork Chop, so part of me has me wondering if she's trying to go for a low-level attack normal, right? To recover in time and actually block the Azami follow-up.
That'll work as well, but Sol can just 2D chain into 2D and then punish the follow-up.
If you have the call out, you can always just wall throw. Nice big anti-air. Gets the pickup too. Unfortunately, last hit gray beated. No, patience. Challenging with a longer normal. 6H is patient, and there it is. Looking for the riot stamp and has the textbook punish the boot. Here are the loops. He sets up for tatami mat.
Just back off, just waiting to see what happens. Seeing like that.
Yeah. Fortunately, they weren't ready to do with the slight advantage that they generated by it going underneath. So good to keep that in the back of the head and hopefully apply it later to her own game plan.
Beating out the Azami there with the repeated JPs.
And some moves do act fast enough that Viking can't quite get the follow-up going, but nice ground throw. Tommy Matt not coming out quite fast enough. Air to air, good catch, and has to go for a late air dash mix, but immediately gets 6P run up, and there's a little bit of an oopsie on the punish, possibly trying to bait the first there.
Nice TP going through the gap that the 2H creates. Full combo. Really nice.
Oh! Not how you want to see the post-knockdown situation happening, and there is the RC. Do we have a pickup? Not quite, still OTG. Volcanic Viper does call out, has the counter hit, but doesn't opt to go for the pickup afterwards. Both players relatively close on their life totals here. Doesn't quite get the full pickup. Oh no! Tatami Mat actually hitting out of the Volcanic Viper before it connects with the Azami, but still able to get the rundown. Junk Lion on point.
Wanted to get punish on the Grand Viper with the burst, but not quite getting the timing right. Unfortunate connection with the Gunflame.
Stagger pressure, good jump away from the wild throw. Doesn't want to be holding some of that strike throw game plan from Sol. Bit of random counter hit does connect. Stagger pressure, keeping tight in the corner. Oh! Yeah, low Azami can't parry these highs, unfortunately.
Going for the normal, jump in normal rather than the Kudukero this time. Tries to punish the gunflame, but can't quite get it.
Oh my goodness, what an interaction, but still Porkchop able to come out on top, round on the board, see if she can make it stick to not be hashtag free in the set.
Wanted to go for the conversion there, but couldn't quite get it. Big pickup here, big damage.
Yeah, absolutely. Half health already gone. There's the Tatami Man catching meaty. Burst out from Porkchop. Does get that Volcanic Viper hitting from behind, but no, doesn't quite get the pickup. Still able to leverage the advantage of the screen positioning. Good pickup. And a very late burst, able to safely get out of this damage. And Fuzzy Wuzzy, 100 meter to their name. Go straight into the super.
Could have IK'd, but chose not to. Maybe forgot.
Maybe forgot, potentially.
Who knows?
Or we are respectful. No need to IK on a super that would simply kill. Also, considering that this is rookie Roman cancel, that's probably a dropped IK.
We'll never know.
We will never know.
Perhaps the combo early just wants to get the positioning with the throw.
Oh, very nice bait. Almost gets the full loops going, but still able to keep the footsies going. 2D canceling and going underneath the response. Half health gone here on Lex's side. Big counter hit, but unfortunately loses the very nice ground bounce to the gunflame. A little bit of shenanigans. Tommy Matt catching the right stamp attempt to try and escape, but puts themselves in the corner. Porkchop here now has to watch out, as the next round win will put Lex on to that set point here. This is looking good. Hang on to that burst. Oh, unfortunately, Great Beats is still able to get the air-to-air, but he's that finally to connect. And
really unfortunate for Porkchop there. Lex just holding it out until they can get the Zami.
He was really patient for it too, but yeah, slightly off on the timing, sadly.
Ooh, 2H's just whiffing because of the weird angle of that air dash. Nice DP through the tatami.
Yeah, okay. Getting able to punish the standing Azami with a low. 2D sweep. Oh, but the late burst not being blocked here by Porkchop. Does try to riot stamp in. 5k getting 6p. Knockdown. Swap over to the other side. Gets a couple of hits going here. Keeps it nice and slow and patient. But the Volcanic Viper able to hit on the final hit. Good stick of butter to play with here. See what kind of setup is going. But bursts into the corner. Tries to air dash away. Yeah, Porkchop not having a good time trying to escape this corner. Does go for... Lol.
Grand Viper catching the Azami recovery there.
Yep.
Unfortunately, not finishing the combo there, letting Lex punish the DI recovery.
DI is a fun tool, right? It's nice and cool. Got that good energy. The music changes. Your buttons become crazy, but of course the major drawback is Soul just goes like, "Pooh-wee, that exhausted me. Time to lie on this ground for a minute.
I'm tired.
Catch my breath."
Up next we have Naldino Osman versus Tatse.
Yeah, it's an interesting one to consider because formerly the Netherlands was really the land of slayers. There was constantly slayer players all around, but all of them have migrated in one form or another. One of them is currently on the other side of the globe. The other one doesn't really ping matches in our server too often. And one traded up fighting games for actual fighting.
Actual fighting?
Yeah. Contact sports.
Which discipline? Which martial art?
I believe it was kickboxing.
That makes sense.
Kickboxing / boxing, pretty popular here.
Cool sport.
Yeah, if you know how to do it, it's a fun time. The Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is also up here in the numbers. You don't see a lot of the more traditional ones. Like, from what I could tell, Dutch people really like the type of martial arts that you can genuinely fuck somebody up. And then the stuff like karate, taekwondo, judo doesn't really appeal too much, but it's out there. That being
think,
said, my original point on Slayer being that our Slayer populace having shrunk means that there isn't too much practice for Tatse, especially currently. Like previously, they had a ton of time to play against Super Jig and such, but now it's been a lot more longer range characters.
Oh, good conversion here on the counter hit. Again.
Oh, there you go.
This is so much damage. It's probably not worth bursting at this point. Being mixed. Tatse can just do the flash kick at any point there because it doesn't fuck up the inputs for Leo like it does for a lot of other characters' reversals.
There's something interesting to consider here. Does Leo back turn P actually whiff on crouchers? I'm not sure about that.
I don't think it does.
Yeah, so that might be an option they should consider instead against the wake up BDC FD, is to just throw out that back turn P just to tag them, bring them back to the ground, and then run your back turn pressure.
Busting out a couple times in a row with the flash kick here.
Yeah, ooh, a little off on the timing there, doesn't quite get the throw, but still maintaining good momentum here against Tatse. Helter Skelter being blocked out. DP does find its mark.
Nice! Really good response there. No escape.
Yeah. Eddie Slash bringing you back down to the ground, says, who told you can leave? Okay, playing it slow, trying to zone out with these booms, and interesting interaction error on the crosswise heal. Let's get that 5k overhead, connects right after, back turn stance once more. Gold burst wants to get out.
This is scary.
Yeah.
Osman has access to a lot of damage here.
Oh, a little too far away for the pick. Oh no, never mind. Able to get the close slash link on the blowback.
Great anti-air there.
5P getting the anti-air. Oh, nice. 2S low profile under the 2P. My word.
Tate started out looking a little shaky there, but entering back emphatically here.
Yeah, I think they've definitely put together a bit of an idea of like, oh, these are his favorite buttons. All right, cool. Noted.
Woo! Very rare to say the second hit of crosswise whiff like that.
Oh! Yeah. You recover fast enough from P or K to be able to react into things with the shield.
Also, hero bursting. Can he make it work here? No, not if he 2Ds like that.
Stand blitz attempt. Getting called out by
Wanted
the
to try
low.
and blitz back turn P or H, but nobody home. Ooh, backdashing through the run through.
Out the scout tag. Ooh, interesting little pickup there.
I feel like that's got to be a plus R thing. You see that super in those plus R clips all the time.
Launch? Might be. Oh, nice. Yep, using the RC on the throw to get a little bit more damage going here. But Dandy Step interrupted by the 5k. Slowly walks up, trying to bait out for a response from Tatse, but Tatse instead just letting the stage dive rock. Oh, where are we going?
He's aura farming. Ooh, great DP.
And 6k after. We did see the bare startup of 5HS there, so that was indeed a throw attempt to deny the non-back turn pressure. You know, Leo got those options. Even when he's not in back turn, he still has that 6k to stop you from trying to go for throw.
Ooh, big counter hit. 3 hits, 40%. Back in the blender here. Welcome to your new home.
Yeah, overhead connects, goes straight into the supers. Look at that damage. And I wonder, is Naldinho going to be hanging on to that bird? No, okay. Believes in the chance here, has 75 meter to his name, goes for the reversal, but it trades.
Actually, got the combo of that, but couldn't finish it. Oh, unfortunate.
Yeah, I tried to go for under pressure, but maybe just a slight bit more awareness could have made that a crosswise heal instead and secured the round. And now we see Tate keeping that momentum going as soon as possible. Already back in the old home H, back turn H, trying to connect, but still weird hurtbox interactions does keep the pressure up here. Tate just looping and looping, but finally the blitz does connect, sends them flying.
Really good blitz. Ah, just walks into the boom, unfortunately. Really nice DP. That's a 3-0 up.
It is a thing you have to always remind yourself against Tate's and most Leo players in general is that they have a flash kick, and that move is kind of good.
Yeah, one of the best reversals in this game, easily.
Almost gets that whiff punish going, but late air dash catching with a 6P here. Both players just kind of standing at a distance, looking for what's the free approach. Nice punish on the shield attempt, and there's the overhead, but no further pickup.
We're trying to bait the DP, but nobody home. And now you're back in the corner.
A bit of stagger pressure there. Catch them trying to jump. This time not able to recover in time for the shield, so no punish, but still able to get the DP on the Helter Skelter. There's the burst from Naldinho. Wants to try and maintain the momentum game. Both of them are just staring at each other, but it is Tate that lets it rip. There's the dash through mix-ups. Little taste of your own medicine here, but opposite back dash away.
Ooh, DP hitting from the backside. Kind of good. And this might be enough to kill? Oh, not quite.
Oh my goodness. And the great beat to boot still. I mean, I think that was a mash out, so they could have survived it if they were willing to commit to just absolutely demolishing their controller.
Really good 6P through the boom, working out, but now you're back in the corner again.
Nice delay there. Catches Naldinho. But the patience to bait out the DP, unfortunately, without a counter hit punish, right? Like, that's the main thing on Slayer, is that a lot of these hits won't convert to a whole great amount without counter hit.
Yeah, he really wants the counter hit, and then you explode, but without that, his damage output is not too incredible generally. Couldn't quite get the full thing there, but still a good position for Osman here. Oh no! I think the power bumper there should be enough.
Can't recommend it.
Nice, Osman on the board now.
Yeah, beautifully done. Beautifully done.
Osman taking a second to think, which I'm a fan of.
We also be just changing the music out there. So it's like, you know what? We need better tunes here. This we need some lock-in tunes.
Yeah, he needs to power up.
Oh, just trying to back this away. 2HS, devious move.
Oh, just bursts immediately on first contact. Doesn't want to deal with it, but for nothing. Back in the corner.
Oh, and the blitz gone. Actually, no.
Great fuzzy jump.
Yeah, I still haven't seen quite Tate have a good time keeping Naldinho locked to the ground. Like, a lot of times we see them relying on how fast like other moves will recover to just be able to throw out a different one, whereas you could just use that back turn P, I believe, to in general just keep him locked to the ground.
It doesn't block the cross through, and now you're back in the same situation. Chooses the hero burst again. I appreciate the amount of belief he has in himself.
Oh,
Will Tate you to do the same? Oh, how unfortunate.
Tate actually waiting long enough to be able to see the crouch idle from Leo.
Yeah, I've never seen that before. They're always doing something too much.
It's Xrd, are we really standing still? What happened?
I don't know.
A little bit of thought in my process? No way. Ooh, big catch. Slowly but surely blendering away at the health bar of Naldinho. There is the back turn slash. Unfortunately, a little too far away for the further pickup. Now just tries to play its patient, right? Has that health lead to just leverage, maybe throw out a couple booms or flash kicks here and there.
And Naldinho hard baiting there.
Nice whiff punish.
Ooh, unfortunate whiff on the burst, but still in a good position here.
Slowly but surely chipping away here at Tatsei's health, but it's Berserk Slash. Last hit does rock, and it is going to be the game for Tatsei. So one more, and that's going to be the set.
Those were some great IVs from Naldinho, but just not quite enough.
Maybe he was hoping to look for a reset on the Berserker Slash, right? So Tatsei going to the other side, trying to instead mash out or some sorts, but already a great opener here for Tatsei. Gets immediately the back turn pickup, resetting on the first hit of the Rekka. Naldinho not having the best of time until... Okay, just decides to keep it short.
Keep it simple. Best thing to do if you're not sure. Ooh!
Ooh.
I'm gonna go for something funky.
Maybe too much plus R in my juice.
This might be enough, but with Slayer defense, maybe not. Ah, he loves that reversal super after attack.
Oh, nice. Able to catch a press attempt there on the whiff button. That's always so fun, is being able to like whiff a button, bait your opponent to respond, but then, you know, slightly too late, because the reaction it takes for your opponent to see a button being whiffed and then have the appropriate response to press in return comes out far too late compared to you just being like, I will whiff this button and then immediately press.
Plus one whiff, as they say.
Absolutely.
Blows through the back turn P there with the super. Really good time to use it. Ooh. That was so much damage. And that's it.
So another round potentially here for Naldinho to keep the set going. Big power bunker start. Flat against the wall. Doesn't get the 2D, but still a good bit of damage. Slowly poke away. No IB on the it's late. Does get the power bunker wall bounce, but isn't ready for the pickup.
DP hitting on the back again. Tatsei's in a really good position here now. Oh no! Wanted the burst, I think, but it worked out anyway. Oh, it's so much damage for the side.
Oh,
Last chance.
That's something to remember for later.
The Mappa! Oh no!
Yeah,
Oh,
but
can't quite finish it.
unfortunately doesn't have the super, but the cross over to the other side. Stanky leg will do it. Tatsei takes it 5-1. I think this is definitely an interesting thing about a tool for Leo. So I'm curious how it interacts with crosswise heal, but many a time have we seen Naldinho getting his dandy step clipped by the forever active JK of Leo.
Active for about 7-8 frames, I want to
10
say.
billion years.
Yeah. I mean, once you pass like 4 frames, it might as well be active forever, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Like you could just fall down with that button. But that will be the set. So congratulations to Tatsei, as we will be going up to our final set of this evening. We're going through these pretty quick, actually. So it's gonna be Crisis versus Dirt.
This is going to finish about half an hour faster than any of the other Burst of Ice we've done, I think.
Yeah, I think this matchup is a very interesting one, because Faust does have a decent keep away game, but it's not the priority of the character, because their close range pressure and also combo ability is far superior than just the occasional funny / poke amongst other buttons. The downside to some of these buttons that Faust has is it doesn't all too well do fine into Hammerfall, because it's like, especially against / the cancel options aren't too great.
Yeah, that's the big problem that Baiken has against him as well, is that she doesn't really have anything to deal with Hammerfall, which makes the matchup a bit of a nightmare for her.
I did talk this over with Dingus and Dirt once, is that potentially the go-to instead is to use the Pogo attack. So you do / and then you go to Pogo, because you might be able to quickly lean away from Hammerfall.
imagine ideally you either want to be right in his face to just neutralize it with that 2k, or far enough away where the hammerfall doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's essentially those options, and then you don't have any cool tool in between really. Additionally, right, there's also the slight polarization that some of your items kind of don't work too well against Potemkin, because you can flick them away. Other thing, of course, is also that when you are item throwing, they're looking to slide hit you from it, because you are, there's a brief window in time where you're just standing still. So optimal moment for them to try and knock you down, and then they get the free approach to, of course, grappler all over you.
Yeah, really good, really big opening for Potemkin. Just use that slide head full screen, unblockable low, and then start doing what he wants to. But that is also predicated on him using slide head at the correct time, which, if he doesn't, that's an opportunity that you could have used to move forward with hammerfall, or just walking forward, getting the tension pulse.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, but it's also one of those things where I wouldn't worry too much for the Potemkin player, because they know, we know, everyone knows this character on the grand scheme of Xrd, not the best, but something appeals to these grappler players to play this Potemkin, so they understand the assignment and the extra homework they're going to have to bring into this. And well, if you're not willing to do it, then I'm sorry, it's the wrong character for you.
They have chosen to push the boulder.
Certainly, they have chosen the Sisyphean character of the roster.
With that said, it's still Xrd, where character power level is extremely high, even on the lower end. Pot still does a lot of work. Famously, FAB. I remember actually a few years ago, Japanese players were giving all their tier lists, and in all of them, they would have an extra Potemkin on there in his own tier for FAB.
Where was it placed roughly?
Generally at the top.
Oh, yeah. No, Fab is Fab's a bit of a monster.
A little bit, yeah.
I mean, yeah, a little bit. I think FAB has been fiending in just about every single gear he touches.
Yeah, very, very, very strong player. I mean, you see him in Strive doing work. I'm always surprised that he never seems to really do that good in bracket, but he's obviously just an extremely strong player.
I think it's I think it might just be. I can't say for sure actually, because at the same time we know that Omido also plays Strive, but for one, I don't really watch Japanese brackets, so I can't say for absolute certainty. But seems to be approaching it a little bit more casually, right? The glory days of Xrd are long behind him. He's got the Evo titles under the belt, got a little bit of that fame to his name. So, what more would you really want in a game that is so different from the glory days? And I think really to Omido, Xrd was his absolute favorite from what I understand. He doesn't really care for plus R. It's no, Xrd is the shit.
Yeah, he was the guy in Xrd as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I remember that string of tournaments in 2018, 2019 where he was just killing everybody.
I mean, that was a late night watcher when you see the Xrd bracket and there is Omido and Nage. You can't miss those. And I think it's still one of the best. I think it was one of the best Xrd sets around is the one from Evo Japan.
Definitely, potentially the best, but I don't feel authoritative enough to make such a claim. But surely up there.
Fair enough.
I'm going to kill Dirt.
Yeah, we do that. Kill Dirt and replace him with Fab. Might be a better match.
I pinged this guy 6 minutes ago and no response. So perhaps he is AFK. In which case I'm going to be very displeased.
We could get Leap in here instead. Bro thinks I'm not gay.
Someone bullied Leapfrog into signing up next time. So Large Lad has someone to fight from EU.
Who?
I do want to play Chrono Trigger, but now is not the time and place.
Crying emoji, no.
All right.
What's wrong, buddy? Do you not like a little Potemkin action?
You know what? We'll give Dirt like 1 or 2 more minutes, and if he doesn't respond, then yes, Tatsu, you can fight Crisis Core. I know you're hungry for that run back.
Needs to be on stream too. Sorry, time for Crisis. Hold on. I was playing against Leap before this. Not delay a move.
I'm sorry, but our player is not responding. So instead of giving you no set, I'm going to give you a set that at least one person wants. All right, Tatsu, come on in. We'll run it.
I think this is the kind of. Oh well, that Dirt's fully offline. I think he has connection issues.
I think he shouldn't.
Yeah, I think he shouldn't. You know, when
no, he's shitting. He's on the toilet.
Oh.
That's like his favorite thing to do is like go to the toilet while a bracket is running.
Yeah, for 10 minutes.
Did I update the stream title correctly? Does it show that we're playing?
Say,
Yay! I remembered to hit the button.
Nature calls, you gotta answer. Yeah, well, this one is like nature barging down your door if you're taking this long.
Nature has you surrounded.
Open up. We need to process you. All right. This is the type of cosmic humor where the moment the match starts is when Dirt pings. It's like, I'm here, I'm ready to play.
Yeah, he's gonna respond, but I think I've given Dirt enough time.
I got the OS if I lose this. Facts. You know, the planets weren't aligned. The Bluetooth fridge was interrupting with my controller signal.
My chakras were closed.
Yeah, I was watering the fish.
Watering the fish. Faust versus Leo. Forget all that shit we said about Potemkin versus Faust.
Yeah, to quickly shift the entire narrative of this is that definitely a momentum matchup of sorts. Oh, the bomb, unfortunately.
The bomb actually... Yeah, Crisis Core could have gotten a punish there on the air special, but couldn't get it because of the bomb. Had to respect it.
Yeah. Yeah, gotta be careful with these J2HSs. Can't just really let those rip, especially when booms are flying.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Great situation here for Tatsu. Ooh, great 6P. That 6P is devious.
Yeah, evil 6P normal hits crouchers even, and oh, scoop. Good burst on time. Just they get that nice flash kick. Fortunately, this is the Leo life, right? Your 6P is an armor move instead of a invuln.
Yeah, very unfortunate. Sometimes gives people the chance to play around it with cancels on normals and such.
Oh, was that the extra special pickup because of the oil slick? So not getting pushed back as far, getting like 3 extra 6Ps. Very nice.
Esoteric technology coming into play.
Really?
Ooh, didn't respect the bomb. Got blown up for it. Little man in play. Lands into the mini Faust. Did the back turn D to try and parry the bomb explosion in the combo and was still able to combo. Faust 5D, slightly invulnerable, letting Crisis Core in the wake up there.
Interesting YRC there.
Going for it again.
5D strike invuln.
Yeah, it's getting smacked on it.
One final mix. Nice
low
low
blitz, but held it for too long.
Yeah, it wasn't interesting. Believed, but then didn't believe in it.
Ooh, wanted the donuts, but you're at full health.
Yeah, and I think unfortunately they picked up the donuts at full health and then ate the counter to J2H.
We're trying to bait out the flash kick there. Nobody home, but still makes the most of it anyway. Counter poking the boom. Again.
Yeah, look, a lot of poking coming off here from the far slashes and constant challenges from Tatse. Kind of not going to a whole lot.
Yeah, Tatsu just in jail here, getting bullied from mid-screen. Ooh, finds their way in. Ah, can't convert fully.
And burst away, give him no chance to get started. A lot of backing away has prompted the danger warning.
Oh,
Daisuke
no.
says, all right, time to lock game, play a little bit more aggressively now.
Oh. Just barely survives because of Leo health. Oh, goes for the long startup normal and gets smacked out of it. 1-0 for Crisis Core.
Yeah, Crisis looking to cement the deal here. Says like, no, that first set, no fluke. We real better out here.
This is, Tatsu has graduated RC, whereas Crisis Core has not.
True. I do also believe that at the time that Tatsu was really putting in big work on the RC bracket, Crisis Core was at a worse state than he currently is at. So much improvement has indeed led him just... And I think he said so as much, like, oh, if I was playing in Rookie Moment Cancel as I did now, you'd still be holding that fish, buddy.
Got something to prove here. Black hole, there is no escape. Ooh, works out in Tatsu's favor there, but dropping the combo. Little guy on deck. He's on his way. Oh, counter hit hammer. You're very close to stun. Ooh. Unfortunate drop on the combo. You know, you got 50 meter, why not?
True. At the same time, for Crisis Core, you know they have 50 meter. Why would you press?
Yeah, that's on you. Little guy is on the way here. Ooh, gets like a little bit of an extra combo from that, but not much. Outside really going for hard reads with these J236H. But hasn't worked out once.
Connect and mini Faust connecting into the bomb explosion.
I hope I have somebody who supports me as much as Mini Faust does to Faust someday.
Absolute giga homie.
Baiting out the DP, but just goes for Blitz. Oh, that could have been very scary.
Oh no, but drops the combo, goes on the 6H edge, just opts the back away, and jumps right over the boom J2HS for the punish. Whoa. Oh, interesting. Super Dwa.
Dwa.
Super Dwa. Super Dwa.
My favorite voice line.
Yeah, very important.
Great situation here. You can just run this all the way. Oh! Thought Crisis was gonna blitz. Could have RC'd to finish the. Oh my god.
So something ain't right with these blitzes because we see the successful low blitz happening, but it only was the tap, so ends up just holding the recovery instead of any other option. It's interesting for sure, but Tatse definitely seems a lot more ready to be able to act from those blitzes.
Yeah, Tatse answering back here, looking more solid than in the last set.
Quick flower slash, make sure that's still invisible Faust. Where'd he go?
Oh no, didn't respect the bomb. Gets blown up for it, literally. Nice block. Going my way.
Oh, drops it.
They're right. What the? Comboed from the weight.
The angle off screen. Big one. Oh. Dead angle, going completely the wrong way. Still able to get the ground throw here.
Was expecting the overhead, perhaps.
Oh, the Shushula able to clash with the projectile, not quite reaching Tatsei close enough. Still trying to fish for some item throws. Random 6H is being thrown out here, but there is a nice counter hit on that J2HS. Candy bar available, gets pushed into it luckily. Let's pick up, resets again. Dragging close towards the corner. Yeah, opting to not go for the other ones instead. Just full resets on resets.
Burst doesn't want to deal with it. The Boom actually giving Tatsei more pressure there because of the black hole. Weird interactions. Ooh. Not much damage on this, but one more hit will kill. 2 guys. A 3!
Guys.
Triplets! Oh no, couldn't block the 6H.
I think that situation, just like 3 homies on the field, any more? Words are being shared. Words are being thrown out.
You're done. Like, that's a whole Marvel team.
You know that meme of was it like Tom holding the door up and like says that's him right there, get him, and like the other cat's like strutting on through.
Yeah.
And that's Mini Faust Army right there.
That's a Mini Faust Army.
Oh, yeah, what can you do with the fireworks?
I think that's the most respect I've ever seen in this game.
Like, best thing you might want to try to do is just go for a throw and invuln through it, possibly, but...
That's also scary.
Sure. Yeah. Another jackpot. Checkman PC. Now, those were like some perfect items from this round. It was all just the right kind to really suffocate pressure away from Tatsei, and they just had to spend so much time respecting all of these moves that come out slightly later and do a lot of damage if you're not careful.
Ooh, actually catching the come down from the jump on Tatsei with the Mini Faust.
Big roll burst. Gets a pickup, wants the RC, get as much damage going. Instantly wake up J2HS, and yeah, good positioning there from Tatsei, get the punish. Dead angles away, sets down the gravity, so has to hold that 6HS hit from the other side.
Yeah, the black hole actually pulling Tatsei into the range for it there.
Enough on... Oh my goodness. The final pull to do it, and it probably has like one more OTG left if needed, but...
The set is really close, but it does also feel like Tatsei is still fighting for their life somehow.
Yeah, certainly. We do see more, like, what we see a lot is just kind of the Leo struggle of approaching Faust to especially some really good item RNG. But once they do get in there, it's been a real struggle for Crisis to deal with all that pressure and resets.
Yeah, it really is
when the game looks like this,
it really does feel like Tatsei just needs to find one chance to get in, and then they can run it all the way if they just make the right decisions on offense, which is much easier than making the right decision in neutral.
Certainly, you can already see, you know, how much Crisis is aware of that to instantly burst out of any sort of combo that he holds.
Yeah, look at this.
Oh!
Right back in there. Tatsei still has burst. Whoa, reaching for the sky, but hits the jump pad.
A little bit of healing off the donut. There's the poison.
Has to burst.
Knocked down.
This is so hard.
And OTG.
Oh, I can
my
see
God.
OTG from full screen.
All right. Yeah. Guess we're doing that now. Full screen OTGs. Let's go.
Potemkin isn't the only one who can do it.
I think that's one of the more comedic sequences. Is Leo trying to do Berserker slash while on an oil slick?
Comedy character is Faust. Tatsei finding their way out here in a good position. Oh, the armored 6P actually coming clutch there.
Yeah, trying to avoid here, but Tatsuki looking for any opportunity to make a hit connect. Falls right. Whoa!
Kind of gets away with that whiff burst there. Oh no! Wake up!
Oh, and the Luguber is still active, forcing the block. There's the oil slick. Tries to jump away, trying to go for the run under, but a random flash kick. Not the way you want to see this go in Crisis.
You blocked all that time just to throw it all away. Unfortunate.
We need to remove the concept of flash kicking from these Leo players. Too many times have they ruined their own lives on this button.
I think they would actually play better if you just took the flash kick away. Meteor's coming in.
Oh, overhead connects. Yeah, a lot of straight hits. Tate has to be careful here. There's not a whole lot of health to trade with. Good jump away from the hard knockdown, but flies straight into the poison. The health bar is taken away. Another poison just to be sure. There's another, tries to backdash, but look at this pressure and the 5k anti-air.
That was such a bad time to get poisoned because it ignores guts, and Leo's like guts and defense modifiers are quite high.
Yeah, especially that low. You don't want to see your health just being ticked away, putting yourself in prime position for one final hit to close it out. Already we see the aggressive start here from Crisis. Sends out the hammer, just waiting a little patiently, jumps right over, and there's the paper bomb to dissuade you from approaching further.
Crisis just wants to finish this now.
Just block it.
Nice speed. Oh no! Abare 6-inch! And it was the right call.
Sometimes you just gotta let them know.
Yeah, I mean,
back to the corner.
It was the right call. The 5D was not though.
Ah, nice. Overhead does find its mark, so I'd say here, round up, denying Crisis Core for now the potential to win the set.
Not out of it yet. Not out by any means, but it's a long hill to climb. Ooh.
Just look at this damage already. Paper bag gets the pickup, no less. Unfortunately, can't get the knockdown, but that's okay.
How do you make it out of this situation? Ooh.
Well, for starters, you eat a jackpot. Oh!
Doesn't go for the blitz.
Hero burst.
Again, the counter hit hammer.
Yeah, hammer. When you item throw and it's hammer that comes out, or mini foul, like especially hammer though, like on counter hit, is probably one of his better anti-airs. Next, of course, 6p, but Baz really doesn't have a lack for anti-airs. Oh,
yeah.
Paper bag trading. Bring it back down. Mini flash still mini screen, tries to air dash away. Playing a little slow but surely. 2HS. Oh. Good stagger pressure. Strike through.
Ooh, nice confirm. Really good. Opens up so much damage for Leo.
Yeah, knocked down, but there's resources available here. Just goes.
Oh!
In back turn stance, you simply cannot, right? They have the, especially when you super, right? This is a super freeze there. They go like, oh, they're doing something stupid. Shield.
Go away, make a cup of tea, file your taxes, come back, press back turn D.
Absolutely. So another game there for Tate. Still a mountain to make this comeback from, whereas Crisis needs his last game.
A great start to do it to... Ooh.
Oh, I like the thought.
Has so much time to pick up. Yeah, so much untacked time. Great DP. First time in a while that DP has worked out, I feel like.
Yeah, 5D has not really been going as planned for Crisis as of late. Like a lot of times just simply getting pressed out of it. A lot of candy bars hitting the screen. Gold burst, keep it nice and aggressive.
Yeah, very emotional burst. But it's working out here. Oh no!
He wasn't ready with the going his way, so...
Oh! Crossing over.
Alright, that point here for Crisis.
Ooh.
Nice, 5k.
This 5k doing so much work.
Oh, that was kind of unfortunate. Got that 6p counter hit, but didn't quite get the Berserker Slash pickup. Getting gravitated away. Immediately charging with 2S, no less. Hey, Tate out for blood. Wants the big hitting moves.
Oh, couldn't quite punish, unfortunate. Oh, This is gonna be really hard to thread this needle. Oh, but does it? With the air special. Just resets.
Very nicely done there.
What an auspicious time to reset.
What could this be? Oh my god, able to glide just barely over the scalpel pull, but Dust coming in clutch, able to send Tatsei back towards the corner. Item being thrown off screen. There's the bomb, has to respect it.
Great defense here from Tatsei. Oh, everything working out here. Oh, going for the 5D.
I think so many times we've seen the shield not work as planned because Crisis Core opting to just go for a very delayed wake-up option like 6HS, or in this case Dust. Oh, there it is.
Calling out the mash again. Not the turd. 4-3. It's looking doable. Ooh, lots of respect at run start there. But the jump pad's still there.
To block their own jackpot bomb. Let's get the paper bag. Meteor should be coming in. Yeah, big damage already. Oil stick gonna be forced to take to the skies to try and escape. 6HS blocked. Still being pushed back towards the corner. Paper bag does find the jump in, but J2HS to deny much further.
Has Crisis Core used the unblockable one time here?
Oh.
Interesting. Maybe saving it for the... Was that parry on the mini Faust?
Yeah, well, the mini Faust triggered, and because of the proximity of Faust, you get the follow-up, which is just, you know, a catch.
They're godlike. They're a genius. Going for the 4-wheel, big boy.
Big boy.
Oh, just scared of the big boy, just jumping back like 3 times.
Yeah, it's absolutely great like approach there from Crisis Core to just let the big boy do most of the work on the approach and just be in the right spot to make sure that Tatsei doesn't get the free escape from the air. Nice. Oh, is that a meteor?
Awesome use of the back turn.
Escape. Oh, the punish. Very nicely done. There's a bad knockdown, opting to just burst out.
Yeah, you kind of want to burst as soon as you can to stop Tatsei from getting that momentum. Nice flash kick going to the wit. Now you got to do it all again because of the dead angle. Nice 6P.
6P actually functioning as an anti-air. Oh, but the dust through, opting to burst. So even then, this is still a good round for Crisis. As RC, yep, trying to chase him down.
Ooh, what a chase down. Oh no!
Drops
the combo, unfortunate.
That angle, get off of me, have some food, have some more food. Yeah, big heal, actually really important there for Tatsei.
Yeah, that food potentially very, very meaningful here. This is just going back to zoning, trying to get that last little fragment of health gone.
Oh, chip damage coming out so far.
Time could be a factor here.
Oh! I think trying to get the run-up throw is enough. No, not quite.
Not enough.
Poison.
What a block! Oh no! VR Barbs,
slash.
boom. Just getting caught by the 6HS. And again, a 5-3 in favor of Crisis Core. Oh, what a set.
I'd say almost had that that attempt to run it back. We saw like some really aggressive play there to just try and get anything started, right? Because they did understand the moment that they can lock down Crisis. They have a really hard time on defense to try and escape. And it's kind of also just the alignment of Faust's tools, or more the lack thereof, only really having that momentary strike involved on Dust to potentially break through. Look at this motherfucker throwing 3 Faust in a row. Listen, I also saw this motherfucker throw 3 candy bars in a row, including a jackpot one.
Yeah, that's Gap on the slot machine.
Yeah.
I really thought Tatsei could do it. Yeah, sign up, Leapfrog. It would be great to have you, and bully all the other top players to be joining up as well.
I don't believe Leap is in the server, right?
Oh yeah, I should hit that. If you go to the Discord server, you can sign up for the next Burst of 5, which will be sometime, because I'm going to America in 2 weeks. So it'll be at some point.
Yeah.
Do you have anything you want to pimp, Yucker?
Oh, absolutely. Next week is going to be the big day, finally, at long last, ZF 2-day edition. We got, of course, Leapfrog pulling up all your favorite ZFers, and prime opportunity now that Lex is up and abandoning you all. There is still going to be an Xrd stream on Saturday and Sunday, so definitely tune in for that. And for anybody still on the fence, signups are still open. We're going to be posting a schedule very soon. So if you are still wanting to make it come over, you know, time's a ticking, but we would love to have you.
Unfortunately, there will still be an RRC next week because I'm not away yet. So if you want to come and try to win the bracket while all the ZF players are gone, now's your chance.
Oh, that too. Maybe Grumpy does finally get out.
I can only hope so. I'm praying. Fingers so crossed for Grumpy. You can find that in the Discord, which is linked in the chat. Rookie Roman Council, beginner intermediate bracket for Xrd, open to all EU players and anybody else who has a good connection to Europe. So if you fit that criteria, if you're not quite making it out of pools yet, come along, join our bracket, have a good time with us. And then, as I said, Burst of 5 will be sometime in the next month or so.
That's connection to Germany in Europe.
Yes.
Not Greece in Europe, for any of you ambitious people.
Less than 150 milliseconds to Germany. That's going to be it from us. We'll see you next week. Well, I'll see you next week for Rookie Roman Council. Yucker will be doing stuff at ZF.
I'll be very busy.
Hell yeah.
Still on the microphone.
Hell yes. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Adios.
Thank you.